What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunch with the Clydesdale. My name's Scott Schweitzer. I am the Clydesdale. And we got Corey and Jay Birch already in the chat talking about 25.1. We'll talk about that a little bit today. Talk a little Oscars to kick it off. And then just kind of randomly go around the world of CrossFit. What's going on, Holly? I watched right after I got off last night of the show. I went upstairs to make the audio version of the show to be able to post up on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon Music and Google Play and all those kinds of things. And what's going on, Craig? And I was watching the end of the Oscars, and I was like, I have not seen any of these movies. Like, do the Academy Awards even matter anymore? Do they influence what movies you go watch? Does it tell you anything about what you should or should not be watching in the world of cinema? I remember back in the day that it was a big catapult to any movie that won a major award, that their ticket sales would then go skyrocketing. But the best picture was a film called Anora. Never even heard of it. It also won Best Director, Best Actress for Mikey. I can't even read my own writing. But yeah, the lead actress in Anora won for Best Actress. Adrian Brody won for Best Actor in The Brutalist. Haven't heard of that one. Zoe Saldana won for Emilia Perez. I have heard of that one, only because of the scuttle of its lead actress and some tweets she made. And then Kieran Culkin won for A Real Pain for Best Supporting Actor. That is the one movie out of this whole group that I have actually viewed and watched. And that one I would say is a good movie. It was slow to me, but it's about two cousins who go back to pay homage to their grandmother, and where she grew up in Poland. It kind of meanders through the Polish countryside, and then they go to where one of the Holocaust camps and kind of walk through there. And so it's very much a kind of a historic view as to what was going on, with some comedic things happening with Michael Cera and Kieran Culkin along the way, the two cousins. So it was good. I wouldn't put it in the great. I would put Kieran Culkin's performance in the, it was a typical Kieran Culkin performance, kind of the same part he played in Succession, only with less money. And not to take anything away from him, but it just seems odd. And so I just wanted to pose the question, does it really, really even matter to you as a viewer to then search these movies out and see if they are good or not? Or does it not even matter these days? Holly said, is it really a major award without winning a leg-shaped lamp? Yeah, that is the true major award of cinema. They apparently used AI in The Brutalist to make the Hungarian accents more believable. That is crazy to me. Crazy. And Jay Birch is and he is a chameleon when it comes to accents. I mean, if you have not seen some of the videos that I've seen, the man like defies what the human voice range can be. Corey, I love watching movies. Couldn't give less of a damn about the Oscars. Yeah, man. It used to be like back when my wife and I lived in Florida. She worked for a college, and if they had a good week, one of the bonuses was that she would get free movie tickets. And every year we would go watch like all the Oscar nominated movies. So then when we watched the Oscars, we could have like a sense of what was good and what was bad and who to root for and who not to root for. But man, I don't even know where I would go to watch these movies. I don't even think they're around here. For Jay Birch, it does raise his curiosity. Yeah, I guess. And then when we were doing that, when we were going to watch the Oscar nominated movies, they kept getting worse and worse and worse over time. And maybe it's just because I'm getting older and don't appreciate it as much. And plus, I'm a guy now that when I watch a movie, I want to escape from what's going on in life. I want it to take me away and kind of transcend me to a different place. And that's why I watch movies. I watch it for the fun. Like I watch Reacher for the explosions and the fight scenes and the funny dialogue. That's why I watch it, not because it has serious content that I have to think about for the rest of my evening. As Jamie and I were talking about that last night. But just wanted to kind of get your opinions on that. So yeah. Yeah. So again, I've seen one of the major. I've seen Dune 2, and I saw A Real Pain. Those are the only two movies of the group that I've seen. And yeah, that's about it. Corey, thank you for the compliment. Last night was good stuff. Cool. Yeah, Dune 2 was outstanding. It's probably the best of the two movies I saw. I would probably give it the highest star rating of the ones that I saw. So, so let's jump into a little bit of CrossFit stuff. I saw Corey and Jay Birch talking as I was coming on that Corey's score is plummeting down the leaderboard because weird scoring and more people posting. And I think we kind of foresaw that coming into this season. While we have all these good feelings of Rich and ripping off the tearaway pants and the Rocky shorts and the crowds at Mayhem, one of the missteps I think we all talked about early on was that there really were no judging requirements for this level of the Open. It's kind of the Wild West. And yeah, some people have posted videos, but I don't think it's required for the Open. And so we're not going to see a true like getting rid of the bad scores until we get to the in-affiliate semifinals. Right now, though, you're just trying to be, if you're in the elite division, trying to be top 1% or 1,200, whatever is greater. I missed that in the rule book until I read that last night or this morning. I can't remember which. And currently 1,200 is greater than what the 1% would be for both men and women. Men are really close to that. Women are quite a bit away at this point. But to be top 1,200 gets you to the next level. Jay Burt says, if you don't go to an affiliate, you have to submit a video to submit a score. Okay. Currently we sit at the women registered at 91,400. Men, we have 114,250 for a total of 205,650. Last year, I think we had 360 or 80,000 registrants from the Open. And this year we are at 205. So quite a dip from last season. But people can still sign up through 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific today. The last few years, it didn't matter to me so much because it would shake out in quarters. This year, it's direct to semis, which means the BS scores are effing the leaderboard up. So how many? I'd have to see. So age groups is top 2% or a minimum of 200 people per age group. Are you still in the top 200, Corey? Kenneth says, only if you care about your placing, I can do the workout. Just submit the score, no film or affiliate. It will just get invalidated. No big deal to me. And yes, he is in the top 200. So Dave Erskine says, when judging video, I wish I could indicate why the score needs modification. So I did not take the judges course this year. I do have my L1. I don't know why I didn't take it. Because I kind of am retired from judging. But back in the day, you used to be able to put a note in. So that's interesting. So you just say modification or pass or major penalty, and then you move on. You can't even say like at this minute mark this happened, or that's kind of crazy. Holly finally signed up this morning. There you go. Awesome job, Holly. Proud of you. Yeah, Dave says no place for notes anymore. Man, that sucks. My bet is that CrossFit doesn't even look at the videos for the Open. They're going to wait until semifinals before they really take action on that. Just a guess, though. Don't have any facts to back that up. So for the workout itself, who had a good workout? Who did what they wanted to do? I talked about it last night on the Sunday night show with Carolyn and Jamie. They did way better than I did, of course. Carolyn was debating whether she was going to be doing it again today. She said usually she wakes up in the morning, gets mad at her score, and then decides she's going to do a redo. So my guess is Carolyn will redo it today. Yeah, Jamie killed it. Kenneth says Jamie did better than Sydney Wells on the workout. Jamie just is like, and I bet you if she did it again, she'd get even better. The more she does it, the more she learns her pacing. But she's just her cardio never ends. She just goes better. Wow. Yeah, Jamie did great. I think her score was 303. For a 41-year-old, that's really damn good. Craig did better than predicted. Kind of says, and she did better than Olivia Kerstetter. That does not surprise me at all. I think that one of the most shocking scores was Mano Anganese, and we'll look at the leaderboard here in a second. But I did the workout yesterday. I really just wanted to get to the 15s. My burpees are so slow right now, coming off the AFib in January. So I was able to do the dumbbell unbroken. I was able to do the lunges fairly quickly for me. I thought really good, actually. And then the burpees just were so dang slow. And then I actually got into the 15s and I saw that I had a chance to finish them. So I tried to pick up the pace and I finished with 15 feet of lunge and couldn't get the second 15 done before the clock expired to finish it. So I ended up with 99 problems in the bitch ain't one. So that's what I ended up with. One shy of 100. Would have been nice to have the 100, but I didn't quite make it. Kenneth says Tia's score has to be a red herring. Tia's score is the most shocking. Tia doesn't care at this point. Like, she just doesn't need to win the Open. And she did a high rocks this weekend that she did care about. She wanted to crush with her partner. So I think that I think she just did good enough to get a score that would move her on to the next round. I haven't seen what her score is. I will pull up the leaderboard now. 229. Wow. Is that good enough? That's not going to work. All right, I'm going to share my screen. So, yeah, she has till later tonight to correct that. My search has been, the search on this is terrible. There we go. Yeah, she's at 6,583. That is not going to cut it. That will not be in the top. That will not be in the top 1% or 1,200 for sure. So I'm wondering if she just put in a score and she'll redo it today. Maybe that was just a pacing one. They entered it. I agree, Corey. The search bar needs a lot of work. So yeah, I can't believe that's going to be a real score. But we'll see at the end of the day, right? So if I X that out, Kristen Holta dropped to third from last night. Fee Sagafi in second place with 343 reps. And then Alazni Igiazabo is in first place with 345. So I don't know who that is. That is interesting. She is from Spain. She's 31 years old. Pretty impressive. Still no Iron Hog score. That is correct. The last time I looked. How great would it be if Tia was just trolling everybody? I think that's what it is. I think she probably did like a walkthrough to kind of see the pacing. Posted that score just so they had it there. And then she'll redo it today. So yeah, we have Mano Anganese in fourth place. I texted Jamie this morning. I'm like, man, for a strong girl, that's a really good placing for her. But her point was that that the dumbbell would just be easy for her, and that's why Dallin and Jason are doing so well. So yeah, we have Lucy Campbell coming in eighth. That's pretty awesome for her. Marissa Flowers, man, that one of my favorite athletes in all of the space. She's 4'10" tall, and she killed it at this workout. This is right up her alley, though. 328 reps. She's not a young lady either. 34 years old. Just killed it, but just the cutest bundle of joy, man. She is full of energy. She's full of piss and vinegar. She is hilarious. Here is her video. But she's a tiny little thing. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. That's her 4'10". Um, you see how everybody kind of towers over her, but she can flat out move. And she does the 2 foot takeoff, 2 foot land throughout this thing, which is pretty impressive. But her range of motion is tiny. And so this is like right up her alley. She had to take 6 steps per lunge length, which I know like Jamie, who's 5'2", did it in 5. So an extra step on every single lunge because of her diminutive size. Uh, Scott, didn't you ever? She's been on the show a couple times, and I've interviewed her after events because she'll have a couple really good events at semifinals that she just crushes. She holds the world record in Fran for females at like a minute 45. So she's something. She's just a great person, and love that she's killing it. Uh, t- 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 so apparently Tia only did coming back and getting Grant's posts here. She only did 12 minutes, and I think she used a 50-pound dumbbell. Corey says apparently Tia started 3 minutes late and got 229. She gave Shane a 3-minute head start. Leads me to believe she isn't competing for the game season. She's just messing around. We'll see. Um, we'll see. We'll see if she leaves it stand or if she does it again. I think that'll be very telling. Um, and hopefully she does redo it, because if she's gonna do it, let's do it. The messing around thing I don't get, but okay. It'd be a weird way to go out. That's all. If you're going out, why not officially retire and do it in a way that makes sense? But anyway, and Grant, I always get to the comments. I just got to finish my thought. That's all. Can't do everything all at once. So that was the women's side. We kind of looked through the top 10. I did want to point out, I'm going to share this again. So many buttons, so little time. All right. So we talked about Lucy Campbell and Marissa. Um, Bethany Flores up there in the top 15. Alexis Raptis now. I didn't see her earlier. Elena Buds, great athlete. Ariel Lowen. I know that Craig said something about that earlier in the show. Ariel Lowen posted a score. I know that was in question, but we have her score here. And she 320 reps, 27th place. Amy Kringle, Gracie Walton, Lucy McGonigal, Lindsay Lane. Starting to get some of the bigger names. Rebecca Fuselier, Hope Cicero, Lauren Weeks. Yeah. Yep, you're right, Corey. Hannah Hardy jumping up there. EMOM company athlete, doctor, and all around good dude. So did she leave Misfit, Corey? And now she's hanging out with you Louisiana people? Getting a little taste of the Cajun? So, so that's the women's side of the leaderboard. We're getting a lot more of the big names in. Let's look at the men's side real quick. Dallin still holding the lead over George Sterner at 348 to 341. Oldest Upanix is there. Austin Hatfield still hanging strong. Jason Hopper, Justin Medeiros. And that means that James Sprague will have finished last in the penalty open. So he is the one that will have to get an aggressive spray tan. Dark, like Ross on Friends spray tan, as they said on their podcast. And Corey clarifies that she's on the Franco Zimom team with Josh Matz, Jordan Kerr, and Sam Pugh. Cool. That's awesome. They said aggressive. They said aggressive. And if you're a Friends fan, I think that's 2 2s for a 4 and then another 4 for an 8. That's what we're looking for. Jay Crouch, Taylor Self, Seth Stovall, Ben Gerard, Ty Jenkins, Ant Haynes, Guillaume Briand. Yeah, that Enrico Zanoni. So that's your top 50 on the men's side. Again, getting a few more bigger names. Sam Cornier, can I say something? Cornway. And Carolyn and I were texting back and forth about this yesterday. I hate when you post an Instagram video to tell people to go to your YouTube channel, and then your YouTube video is like 2 minutes long. If you're doing short form, don't make me jump from one app to another app. Just tell me what you're gonna say. Just say you're in, say you're out. Don't make me go from Instagram to YouTube to find out the end of the story. I hate that. I know you're trying to push people to your YouTube channel and get more interaction there, but all you're doing is pissing me off, and I probably won't go. I hate that. For me, Andrew, though, it doesn't make me go click. It makes me pissed off, and I, like, out of principle, will not go look, and I'll just wait for somebody to tell me. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, if it was like an hour-long video, that makes sense. That's sending me over to a long-form piece of content that I can watch and learn about. That makes sense. Don't send me over there for a 90-second video. I'm with Kenneth. I want that 98 seconds back. Yes. So yeah, the leaderboard's shaking up pretty good. We're getting some decent people in here. We're getting some answers to who's in and who's out. Corey said Alexis is living the dream. Just saw her at a camp a few weeks ago. Grant says, can't believe Ariel is in. I was really 50-50 on this one because she has publicly said she didn't agree with the PFAA and the way they handled things, and she didn't agree with the way CrossFit handled things. And so with both of those things being at like polar opposites, I was curious to see which direction she was going to take that with those two public thoughts. And apparently she's in. And that brings me to something else I was going to talk about. I just watched her live at the Arnold this weekend, and her and Dylan competing at all the different booths. Really fun video. She's getting really good at like doing the fun stuff. And Dylan is such a character that it that it's really fun to watch. And he's becoming as much a part of that channel as she is. I loved his garage door analysis of the Rogue headquarters. That the doors were great, but the installation was subpar, that he could do better. And if you haven't been there, it is a massive, massive place with massive gym doors, massive garage gym doors, all glass. Beautiful, beautiful place. Kenneth, I thought Cornway retired after a spilled almond milk incident. Yeah, he did announce a retirement a few months ago, that he was done with individual competition. And now here we see him back in the open. So yeah, crazy. It's a crazy year. We just don't know what's going on. Tia gives up 3 minutes of her workout. Sam Cornway comes out of retirement. He wasn't even gone long enough for us to miss him. What a wacky season it has been. But yeah, if you're bored and you want to check out a fun video, the aerial stuff is good. I'm curious to know who's like editing her stuff now, because they're doing an awesome job, and it may be her. Tristan Patrick, people in CrossFit love fake retirements. There for a while, everybody was doing the fake retirement in sports. I think CrossFit just is about 10 years too late. We had the Brett Favre fake retirements. We had the Mike Tyson fake retirements. We had the Evander Holyfield fake retirements. Yeah, everybody was fake retiring and then coming back. So yeah, I think CrossFit's just a little late to the party, but they're catching on and they're doing it really well now. So anything else I want to talk about today? I think that's about it. Short Monday. If you didn't catch last night's show, Sunday Night CrossFit Talk, as always, great conversation with Carolyn and Jamie. We got into some really cool stuff. The chat was really involved. That show just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I thank you guys so much for supporting it. If you haven't seen it already, check it out today. It's still sitting out there. Other than that, we'll let you get back to it today, and we'll be back at tomorrow to do some more lunch with the Clydesdale. So with that, get back to work, you hooligans. There's more stuff to be done, and we will see you tomorrow on lunch with the Clydesdale. Bye, guys.